Yeah, so I'm recording the class so you guys can have the video after now. Good. Let me open my Power BI app. This is my Power BI app. Okay, so you open it. If you look at the interface, right, we have this is the home ribbon here. Okay, and then we have the visuals here. It is through here you can carry out your visualizations, right? Then if you look at this point, this is where we are right now, and that is where you can carry out your visualizations. If you come over here, it looks like a table, right? Like a small table. So it is from here you can see your data in the spreadsheet form. Okay, we don't have any data inside here now, that's why it's blank. Now let's try to bring in the data set. If you come over here, you see get data. Okay, get data. Now because we are working with an Excel workbook, Power BI has a lot of sources from which you can bring in data sets, but for today's class we'll be using an Excel workbook. So I'll just come over here and click on the Excel workbook because we are using a data set from Excel. Do you get that? So I'll click on Excel workbook, then I'll come over to my desktop and search for my data. It's under here, and this is it here, COVID data set. Then you click on open. You click on open. So Power BI will connect to the data set from Excel. Okay, so this is what we have here. Now if you look at this, I'm having a table called table 2 and then a sheet called sheet 1. If I click on table 2, I'll be able to preview what is inside table 2 at the right hand side here. Okay, if I click on sheet 1, I'll also be able to preview what is in sheet 1 right here. Same thing for what? Sheet 2. Sheet 2 is empty. Sheet 3 is empty too. But if you look at table 2 and sheet 1, they contain the same data set. Now this is because the name of the sheet in Excel is sheet 1, but the name of the table in Excel is table 2. So they contain the same data set, right? The same information. So I'll just bring in this table 2. You click on this box. I'll check the box here. Now if you look at the data set, I'm having some null values. Null values are like empty entries. Now as a data analyst, sorry, let me admit these people. Right. Okay, so as I was saying, as a data analyst, you're more okay. Let me say the most important thing you must do is first clean your data set. So if you don't do that, you definitely give your wrong reports. So you have to first clean your data set. Make sure you remove the unwanted entries. Remove your duplicates, right? Now if you look at this, we have some empty values, some empty entries. They are called null values here. So that means we need to first clean the data set. Now if you look at this, at this place I have load and transform data. If I load the data set, Power BI will load it directly to the Power BI desktop. We have Power BI desktop. That was where I was showing you at the beginning. But we also have a place called the Power BI query. Sometimes people call that place the kitchen of Power BI. That's where you do the cleaning, the basic and necessary data cleaning, right? So if you click on this transform data, Power BI will take us to the Power Query editor. That's where you can clean the data set. Do you get? So I will click on transform data. All right. So on transform data, you can see it up here. It's called what? The Power Query editor. The Power Query editor. This is where we do the necessary data cleaning. Now, if you look at this point, you can see the name of the table. Sorry, I think some people are trying to join. Okay. So now, at this point, right, you see the name of the table here is table 2. If you double click on it, you can change the name of the table. So I'll change it to what? To COVID data. Okay, COVID data. Do you get that? So just double click on it, change it, and click on enter. It will change it for you. Now, if you look at this right hand side, every step you are taking while cleaning the data set will be shown here. So any step you want to cancel, you can always click on this X to cancel the step you have taken. Now, like I was saying, if you see these top rows, they are all empty. So, and that's why we're having null there. Null. You can see that we have null values there. That means they are empty values. Sorry. Okay. Now, the first thing to do is to clean our data set. That means we need to remove these empty entries at the top. If you look at them, they make up the first row, second row, third row, fourth and fifth rows. So the top 5 rows are all empty. Now, if you want to remove rows in Power BI, you come over here, in the home ribbon here, then you come to remove rows. Okay, you click on remove rows. Now you see remove top rows, remove bottom rows. You can remove duplicates, you can remove errors, but in this case, what you want to do is to remove what? The top 5 rows. Okay, so you click on what? Remove top rows. Do you get that? So you click on remove top rows. Let's see what we have. Then Power BI will ask you, how many rows do you want to remove from the top? And if you look at it there, I said what? We want to remove the first 5 rows because they are all empty. So you click on 5 here, you type in 5 and click on what? OK. Now you see what we have. Power BI will remove the first 5 rows as I have told you to do. Then if you look at this right hand side here, you can see what? Remove rows. So it's saying that you've taken a step, and the step you took is that what? You removed top rows, top 5 rows. Okay. Now the next thing to do here, if you look at this, the headers of this table, we have what? Reports coronavirus cases, column 1, column 2, column 3. These should not be the headers. The headers should be what? Country, total cases, new cases, total deaths, right? But Power BI has used what it is meant to use as the headers, as the what? As the first row. So now, there's a feature in Power BI called what? Used first row as header over here. So you come here and click on what? Use first row as headers. That means you are telling Power BI to use the first row as the header of your data. So if you look at the step here, you see what? Promoted headers. That means you've taken another step, which is what? You promoted the first row of your data to become what? The headers of your table. Do you get that? Now, don't forget, what we are doing here is cleaning. We are cleaning the data set. That's the first thing you should do as an analyst. You make sure you first clean your data set, so you won't give the wrong report. Okay. Somebody said he can't hear me. Are you guys hearing me? Mr. Olayinka? Are you hearing me? You can hear me, right? Okay. Alright, thank you. Thanks. Okay, so let me go back to Power BI. So I told you what we are doing here is what? We are doing data cleaning. Okay. If you look at this first column that has this hash, it's only showing what we already have here. So it's not really making any difference. It's not adding anything to our data set, right? So you can remove it. So you right click on this data set, on this column, sorry, because we want to remove the column. It's not doing anything there. So you right click on it and click on what? Remove. Okay, so you can remove it like that. So it's gone. As you can see from here, we've taken another step, which is what? We removed a column, right? Now our data is not making sense to some extent, right? But we still have some null values here, some null values here, some null values here. Okay, sorry. Okay, we still have some null values. Now the null values here means no new case was recorded on that particular day. Do you get? So instead of having null, you can replace the null value with a 0, showing that no case of coronavirus was recorded on that particular day. So you come over to this null, just right click on it. Okay, you see replace value. That means anywhere Power BI see null in this particular column, you should replace it with what? 0. So you click on this replace values. So you see the value to find now is null, and replace it with what? Is 0. Okay, click on OK. You can see that every null value in this column has been made 0 because no case was recorded on that particular day. So I'll do that for all of these other columns. Replace value by what? By 0. Click on OK. I'll do the same thing here. Total recovered. No information was given on that particular day, right? So it's not available. So you can see that this is not bringing replace value, right? If you have this kind of issue, just come over here. You click on this particular column. You come over here to replace values. You click on it. So the value to find is n/a. That means not available. Then replace by what? 0. Okay. Click on OK. It has done that. So you do that for the other columns too. I have a null here. I'll replace this null value. Come over to replace values. The value to find is null. Replace with 0. Click on OK. You can see that. Then you also have an any value here that's not available. I'll do the same thing. Replace values. Value to find n/a. Replace with a 0. Click on OK. So the main job as an analyst, as a data analyst, is to clean your data. So if you are done with that, then everything becomes sweet. So replace value. What's the value to find? n/a. Replace it was a 0. Click on OK. Alright, then we move on. We have, okay, let me look at this. Okay, we have no values here too. So if you click on this drop down, you see all the data type we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have no values in here, over here. So that means we also replace values. Come back to null. The value to find is null. Replace it is 0. Click on OK. Total case, let me check if we have a null here. We also have no values here. Replace value. Don't worry, we'll soon be done with this. Null, replace with 0. Okay. Next thing is this column. Let me see if they have no values. There are also no values here. Come to replace values. Value defined is null. Replace with 0. Same thing. We also have no values here. Come to replace values. Value defined is null. To replace all the no values in this column with 0, we come over here to replace values. Null, replace with 0. Click on OK. Right, I think we're almost done with that. And then the population here is just like it's adding up all the population in this particular row. So we don't really need this column because Power BI is summing it for us, and it's something you can do on our own. Okay, so you can remove this particular column. Just click on remove. Okay, so that column is gone. I think we're almost done. Let me see what we have. Yes, I think it's making sense. Okay, yes, we are good to go. Okay, now if you look at the last row too, this total row, Power BI is summing up all the total cases, it's summing up all the new cases. If you don't remove it and you go and sum up if you sum up the entries in this total case, Power BI will duplicate it. It will give you like double of your answer because there's already a total here. Do you get? So to avoid that, what we do is to what? Is to remove bottom row now. So you click on remove rows, remove bottom rows. So remove the last row. That means one row from the bottom. You click on OK. I'm still seeing some null values. I think we didn't remove everything. So let me check here. No null values here. Check here. No null values here. Check here. There are no values here. So we replace values with 0. Okay. So that is important. No values, replace it with 0. Okay. Yeah, I think we're almost done. Yes, that's right. So good. Now we are done cleaning our data set. Okay. Yes, I've seen it. Mr. Okapo, thank you. So I've removed the null value from the total date now. Yes. So everything is done now, right? You are done cleaning your data set. So the most important thing, like I've said, you should first clean your data. Don't just load it in. So now that we are done with cleaning the data sets, you come over here to this left hand side, this topmost part, the topmost left hand side here, you see close and apply. So I'm done with cleaning, right? I want to close the Power Query Editor, apply it to the Power BI model. Okay, so you click here, you close and apply. The Power Query Editor will close. Do you get that? Then the Power BI, this region is called Power BI Desktop. That other side is called what? Power BI Query Editor. Like I said, it's the kitchen of Power BI where we clean our data, right? So when you close and apply, Power BI will load this in to your Power BI Desktop. So let's see, it's still loading. Okay, let's wait for it. Now, don't forget our questions. The first thing is to do what? Is to show sum of the total confirmed cases, the total active cases, the total death cases, right? So we'll be showing all of this on our report. So let me go back here. Okay, it's still loading. Data set is large, that's why it's, let's see, let's worry. Okay, so it's done with it, right? So it's done loading it. Now if you look at this, right hand side, initially there was nothing here, but because I've now loaded in a table, right, I'm not having the word data here called what? COVID data. If you come over here too now, if you come over here, you can see your data in the spreadsheet form. Do you get? Let it load up. So in this region, you can see your data in a spreadsheet form like that. Okay. Now it's over here. You do our reports on this plain page. This is how you create your reports, your visuals. Now the first thing, let me see. Right? Okay. Let me admit this person. Sorry. So the first thing I have here in this question is what? Is to create a visual for the total confirmed cases, right? Total active cases, total death, total recovered patients, the new cases and the critical cases. So let's get to it. I have someone. Okay, now if you look at this, the total case is here. We want to sum it up. So, and that will give us just one value because it's a sum. If you want to create a visual in Power BI for one value, what you do, you use this particular card here. It's called a card. So you click on it. Just click on it. You can see it over here. It's over here. Then it comes to your data. That's the COVID data, right? And you come to these are the columns in this table, right? So we are looking for the total cases, right? Total cases over here, see it here. Then just drag it. You hold it, drag it over here, or you drag it directly to your card. So I'll just drag it over here and drop it here. Now that's what we have. So it's loading. So according to the data set, right? According to this data set we are working with, the total cases there is what? 1 billion. Now if you look at this, if you come over here to the format, this point is called the format pane. This is how you can format your visual. This number you are seeing, that 1 billion is called the call out value, the call house value. See it over here. Now if you come here and see the display units, Power BI will automatically check the units that will fit the sum that you have now. If you look at it, if you click on none, right? That's what we have. So this is actually the total case, but Power BI will help you make it neat, so and turn it to billions, because this is approximately 1 billion. But if you want to see the exact number, just come over to this display unit and change to none. Alright, so this is billion. Let's leave it in billions. Okay, let's leave it in billions so it will be a bit nice. So I will reshape this 1 billion total cases, right? So what's the next thing? The next thing is to display what? Is to display the total active cases. Okay, the total active cases. So I'll just copy this card, Control C, Control V, right? So I'll be having 2 of this card right over here. So the next one is active cases. You have the active cases here, the total case. Okay, the active cases over here. So I'll drag it and put it here. So that will replace the total cases that was there. Okay, so now that's what I have. Okay, let me bring it here. Active cases, drag it and drop it here. So now I'm having okay, sorry. If you look at this, Power BI is summing it up for me. It's summing it up. If you look at this, the first, right? That means we need to do something. Power BI is seeing this particular column as text, which is wrong. So that was why I said cleaning our data is the most important thing. If you see this, okay, the active case now, let's come to the data form here and look at it. The active cases over here, the numbers are tilted to the left, but normally numbers in Power BI should be what? Tilted to the right. If you check over here the data type, Power BI is seeing it as a text. So we come here and change it to what? Whole numbers. Do you get us? Yeah, you change it. Change the data type. It should be a number, not text. Look at that. Let's load. Now, by now, you can see that was the numbers are not tilted to the left because Power BI is not seeing it as a number. So I think we should do that for everything here. So this is a number, it's seen as a number. New cases is to the left, number. Total deaths, they are numbers, right? Then, but this total recovered should be towards it, so it's in text form. So change it to what? They are whole numbers, okay? Change it, yes. I think I have someone that wants to join. Okay, someone is asking me, okay, someone is asking how you can remove duplicates. I talked about that. Okay, let me see. Okay, somebody said how you can replace the values. Sorry, I'll check the questions after. Let's finish the tags first. Then we cannot ask questions. We'll give room for questions because of our time. Okay. So now everything is done now. The numbers are not tilted towards the right. That means Power BI is not seeing them as numbers. Now, if you go back to our report here and remove this out of here and drag it there again. Let's drag it there again. You see that what? Power BI has added it up, but now it's showing us 0 billion. Don't forget what I said. I said Power BI will what? Will help you put your answer. Okay, it will give it a particular unit, but this particular active cases are not up to 1 billion. So come over to this format your visual, you change it and format it here. Okay, so the call out value, you come here and change it from billions. Let's put it in millions and see what we have. Now it's making sense now, right? So we have 55 million active cases according to this data set. All right, now the next thing here, the next thing in the question is what? Is to the total death cases. Okay, total death cases. Now let's do that. I'll still use a card because total is just one particular number. So if you want to create a visual for just one number, use a card. Okay, so I'll use a card. I'll drag it here. Total death cases. Look for death here. Total death over here. Drag it to the field here. Okay, now you can see that we have what? 12.55 million death. Okay, I'll copy this and paste it for the next one. Sorry. Okay, so for the next, you get the, I'm recording the class. Okay, I'm recording the class, so you guys will get the recording, so you can even practice on your own. Okay, so don't worry, you'll get it. Now the next thing is to get what? The total recovered patients. Okay, that's what we have. Let's check the columns. Total recovered, you have it there, it's over here. Okay, so I will remove the death from here and drag total recovered to the fields. Okay, so we have what? 931 million recovered patients. Okay, the next thing here is to do what? Is to the new cases and the critical cases. So we want to get how many new cases do we have now. So I'll use a card again. Just watch the new cases. Where are they? Over here. Just drag it to the fields to sum it up for you. We have what? 62,000 new cases. Okay, and the last one, the critical cases. Now the critical cases, click on another card critical cases. I'll just drag it here to diffuse over here. Now we have what? 80.47 thousand critical cases. Now you can't leave this like this. It's not even making sense. It's not looking nice at all. So we need to format these cards, right? Now, so if you click on a card, okay, you click on a card like this, you come over to this format. This is where you format your visual. Come over here and format. Let's format it. Okay. So if you come to this general, you can see the effect. Under this effect, I can give it a border. Okay, I can give it a border. Just put it on. I'll give it a border. Then if you come over to this visual, the call out value, yeah, and let's reduce it. Okay, I think it's okay. It's okay. Now if you look at it now, it's having a border. Okay, so you come over here too and give it a border too. Okay, let's give it a border too. Now you come over to this, your formatting general. Okay, effects, then what, you give it a border. Okay, do the same thing for this. I can copy the formatting on this. Okay, let me copy the formatting here because they are both in millions. So I'll come over, I'll click on this particular card, click on this format printer, see it here, format printer, click on it. Okay, so I'm copying the formatting here. I'll give it to this card. Okay, you can see that this card now has a border too. So sorry, let me admit this person. So come on. So this card now has a border too. Okay, just drag it. Don't worry, you see arrange them. Then you come over here. I also copy the formatting here. Click on the format printer. I'll give it to this guy. Okay, so I also have borders for this. Now these are in thousands, so I'll come here, format, general, okay, to the effects here, and give it a border. I'll copy the formatting on this guy. Just come here, format printer, and give it to this particular card. Now the cards are set. The next thing is what? Is to arrange them properly. You can't leave them like this. It's not making sense. So this is what we do. So now I have something like this. Okay, so if you come over to this general properties, the height of this card is what? 133 by what? 236. So I also come here and give it to this particular guy, same 133, okay, 133. Okay, so they have same measurement. Now I'll come over here, give to this guy too, 133. Come over here, keep the same measurement to this one, 133. Come here, same measurement, 133. Okay, so 133. Come here, give the guy same thing, 133. Now the next thing is what? Arrange them properly. See, this red line you are seeing is showing me that what they are aligning. Okay, so you what? Arrange them properly. You also drag this one here, drag this one here. Now these cards must what? Fit. They must not fit in here. So that means I can reduce the length. Yeah, that length or width. I'll reduce the length of this card so that guy will also fits in. Let's leave it as something like this. Okay, I think this should do. So let's see. So to make sure that they are having the same measurement, okay, that's what we do. I just come over to this guy and copy, say 133, 198. Come to this one, so give it what? 133, 198. Okay, I'll come to this one, give it 133, 198. Come to this one, give it 133, 198. Okay, so because they must have the same measurements to make your work look nice. So I'll come here to give to this guy 133, 198. Okay, now and lastly this one 133 198. Okay, so now let's arrange this guy properly. Here, over here, then here. Now you might be wondering that the distance between them might not be equal. Definitely, we are human beings, right? It's kind of perfect. So this is what we do. You click on all of them, select all of them, click on them, okay, click, then click. You come over to this format, you see align, then click on what? Distribute horizontally. Because they are arranged horizontally, distribute them horizontally. Click on that, distribute horizontally. Okay, distribute horizontally. So we have now they are now arranged, they are now well arranged. But if you look at this particular card, the values are too big for this card. Let's reduce it a bit. If you look at the values, the call out values, come over here. Size is 45 now. Let's see it at 42. Now that's okay, and it's looking nice. But we are not done. So we are done with the first task. Okay, now the next thing is what? Use a table visual. We want to see the total number of cases for each country. We have countries there, right? Now if anybody comes there and wants to see the case in the US, the case in Nigeria, the cases in Nigeria, the cases in Italy, right? How do we do that? Just come over here. Let's go back to Power BI. We have a table. This visual is called the table. Just click on it. So it's over here now. Then you drag in the things. So you want to find the words total cases for each country. I'll drag in country first. You see that I will have all the countries listed out. There are many, but just leave it like that. You can leave it like that. Anybody using your dashboard, you just use this scroll. You can see this scroll over here. You can scroll down, and it's arranged alphabetically. So that will make it easier for your user, okay, to use your dashboard. Now let's move on. You want to say what? Total cases. So I have this total cases. I also drag it under this country, this country, put it there. Look at the table now. You can see that country, total cases, country, total cases. Sorry, let me admit this person. Okay, now let's go back. So if you see this now, we have what? The countries and the what? Total cases, right? That's okay. Now let's give it a border. Let's give this table a border, so it will look nice. Come to this general effects. You come over to this visual border and give it a border. You turn it on. So if you see it now, the table now has a border. Okay, the table has a border now. Now the next thing to do, you can see, let's format this. Okay, let me click on it. This is my table here. Now if you look at this, now if you come to this specific column, okay, I'll be able to see. Okay, now this particular total cases, this particular column is what I want to work on. Then the display unit, I think they are okay. I'll leave them like that. So then decimal places, no decimal place. Okay, so if you come to this country now, Cyprus has about 474,267 cases. Do you get that? So you can scroll through. The countries are in alphabetical order to make a user use your dashboard easily. Okay, so this is done. We'll still come back and format this dashboard and make it look very nice. But let's continue. Now the next thing is what we want to use a map. Sometimes you check online and see a map showing the number of cases in a particular country like that, but this time around we want to use a map to what? To display the number of deaths in each country. Okay, so you come over to your Power BI over here. If you see here, there's a map here. You can use either this or this. So I'll use this. You click on the map, right? Now the location is country, but let me click outside first. If you look at this country, one thing you need to do is to categorize it as a country. So Power BI can see it as a country. Now you click on it. Now let's click on it. If you click on it, watch this. You see over here column 2, it is uncategorized. So you click on this drop down and pick country. Okay, you pick country because it's a country. Now watch what happens next. Look at this. At this point, see Power BI is not seeing it as a country. You can see this globe beside it. So I can now click on my map and drag the country to location, because the countries are the location we're talking about. You click on it, you drag it to location. Okay, now you can see the map. It's coming out a bit nice. Let me adjust it to the side. Let me drag it here. Okay, now the next thing here is to what? Is to, they said total deaths for each country, right? Total deaths. So I'm going to drag the total deaths column to, let me show it to you. Let me scroll down. You see we have bubbles here. These bubbles are showing, they are what will show. Okay, the bigger the bubble, right, it means what? The bigger or the higher the number of deaths in that particular country. So if you come over down here, just watch down here, bubble size. So that's why you drag the total death column to bubble size, because that's what will determine the size of the bubble. So I'll bring it there. Now that's what we have. So it has been what? Adjusted. If I come over here, the country is what? It's Mauritius, and the total death there is 990. Okay. If I come over here, the country here is USA, and the value for the total debt is there with it. Do you get that? So that's how we use a map visual, okay, to represent things in Power BI. Now, and the last thing here is what? We also want to use a table visual, right, to show the total test. They tested, they did COVID test, right? So we want to see the total test for each country. Okay, the total test for each country. Now, how do we do that? Same way. I think you now know how to use a table. So I'll just copy this particular table, Control C, Control V, okay, copy it and drag it. Let's put it somewhere here. Then I'm going to reduce the map a bit. Reduce the map a bit so that the space for this country, this particular table. Okay, so let's drag it up. Okay, let me drag it up now, a bit up, yeah, to make sure it's aligning. Okay, so it's aligned now. It's aligning. So these are the countries here. Now, this is not in the right order. Okay, so just click on this particular arrow to put it in alphabetical order. So the total cases, I don't want total cases, I want what? Total tests for each country. So I'll remove the total case that was there and put what? Total test. Okay, sorry, let me admit someone. Okay, now the next thing we'll do now, okay, so the next thing we'll do now is to what? Is to, okay, I already have total test, right? I think it's almost looking nice to some extent, but this is okay. Before then, I'm going to give this map over here. I'm going to give it a border. Okay, click on this particular. You know I've been doing it. I'll come back to format your visual and give it a border, right? Come back to the general, come over to this effect, okay, effect, and give it a border, right? This is, let's see how it looks like. Now the border is there already. Then I'll minimize this so you can see our dashboard so far, but we are not done with it. Let's make it a bit nice. So we are done answering the questions. Now let's make this dashboard a bit nice so it will look like COVID means danger. Okay, it means danger, right? So if you come over to this let me click on this particular page. If you come over to this view, under this view, on this view, you will see different themes. So I'll just click on this drop down. Let's give it a bit of, let's say, a dark theme. Let's see how it should look like, a dark theme. So let's see what we have. Now you can see that everything is not dark, right? Everything is not dark now, and then the values became bigger. The values became bigger. Let's work on that. Let's reduce the values a bit. So you click on the visual you want to reduce, click on it like this. Then under your visualization here, formatting, right? Formatting, the call out value, that's what that 1 billion is called, the call out value. I'm going to reduce it to 40. Let's put them at 40. Then the active cases, same thing for that. I'm going to put it at 40. Put it at 40. Then the total debt, I'm going to put it at 42. 40. Okay. Then you come over to this. I think this is okay. No, let's put everything at 40 so everything will look nice. At 40. Okay. At 40. For the new cases too, I'm going to put it at 40. 40. No, that's too big. Maybe something like 39. Let's see. Come on. 38. 37. Right. That's okay. Everything is showing. Then to this guy, I'm going to give it at 40. 40 is okay. Good. Now you can see that it's becoming a bit nice now because it's COVID, and like I said, COVID means like what? It signifies danger. We're going to make it red. We'll make those we'll make each of these values you are seeing here, this 1 billion, we'll make it red. Okay, we click on the visual, same place, format, call out value, because I said what that 1 billion is called the call out value. Okay, you click on it. If you come over here, this is the color, right? Click on it. I want to make it red, so let me click on this more colors. Okay, click on this more colors and make it red. Let's give it this kind of red. Okay, right? You can see that it's now red. I'll come here. I'll come here too. I'll make the color red. Red. Now, if you look at this, these active cases and this total debt, they're both in millions. So, like I did, I can copy the formatting here. Format Painter, copy it. I'll give this guy. Okay, to save your time. You can't keep doing it one by one. Format Painter, millions, good. But this guy is in thousand. If I use the Format Painter, it will change it to million. I don't want that. So I'll click on it. Come back to this color, make it red. Okay, you can see that, yeah, it's red. I'll copy the formatting and give it to this guy, red. Good, that's nice. Now then, if you look at this table, we're going to make the total cases value too. We make it red. Why? Because it's COVID, it's danger. Okay, so I'll come to the formatting too, right? I'll come to this. Okay, okay, let me see over here. Okay, then I'll come I'm on the table now. Okay, so I'll come to the, if you come here, specific column on the table, there are different columns on the table. So we want to change the color of a particular column, right? So you come over to specific column. Okay, then you come over here. The column I want to change is not country. It's what? Total cases. I'll click it. Okay, let's see. Then I will draw it down because I want to change the color of the values. The values, see over here, the values, the text color here. I want to make it red. I want to make it red. Okay, I want to make it red. Let's see. So it's red now. Okay, then the map, the bubbles, right? You know, the bubbles signifies if you look at this, the particular country is Mongolia, and the total death in Mongolia is what? 2,179. Good. Now I want to change the color of the bubbles to red too. Why? Like I said, it's COVID. Now I'll come here. I can even change the size of the bubble from -10. Let's make it something like not so big. Let's see what we have. Click on it here. Just okay. I'll just use the. I think -1 is too big. I'll make it something like -5. Right? Oh no. -16 is too small. I'm going to make something like -5. 5. Remove the 1 from here. Good. -5. Come on. Sorry. Just remove this. Yeah. Come on. Okay, yeah, good. -5 now. And then the color of the bubbles, just come here, is blue as at now, but we want to make it red, right? We want to make it red. So we want to make it red, and then we can change, because the theme we are using, the theme we are using is black, right? You can come to this map setting, here, and change the style of your map from road to what? To dark mode. You can make it dark. So when it comes to the design, it depends on you. Okay, you can do anything you want, right? Do anything you want, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. Then for this table, you know, this total test, they were testing some things, right? They were testing the coronavirus patient, like, I don't know how to put it, like they are conducting tests. So let's come over to a specific column and change the color of this total test. Maybe something nice a bit, instead of white. Okay, something a bit different. Draw down here. The test color is white. Okay, then I put it at, let's say something like this color. Let's see. That's what we have. Okay, that's it. Yeah, this is looking a bit nice. Now I can minimize this. I'll minimize this. We are done with the tags. So this is the dashboard. Anybody can come here. I want to see the number of death cases in my country, in Nigeria. I just come here and scroll down, because that's letter N, right? Everything is in alphabetical order. Scroll down to Nigeria, right? Click here on Nigeria. You click on Nigeria. Now, if you click on Nigeria, everything will change. Good. Look at this. It's because the cases in Nigeria is not to what? 1 billion. That was why I said okay, look at it here. It's about 5 million. So it's not up to 1 billion. That was why I said, if you are working with these cards, make sure you use a display unit that will not affect your other data. Okay, so we could have left this guy in millions. And how do we do that? You come over to this visualization, formatting. So you click on the particular visual you are talking about. This card, the colored value now is what? Million. Let's put it in million, not billion, so that if you are changing it for each country, you know how, see, it's not even up to 1 million. So, but it depends on you. Okay, make sure it's okay, and make sure it's nice. Do you get that? So, and then see, you can see that the total cases in Nigeria is what, 256,000, right? The active cases, let's see the active cases in Nigeria. That's about, let's see, that's about 3,000, right? Approximately 3,000. The total deaths in Nigeria, let's see it. Okay, that's about 3.14. Let's see the total recovered patients, thousands over here. That's what, about 250,000 people recovered approximately. Then come over here, the new cases come out thousands. Let's change thousands. So this, what you are seeing here is for Nigeria, right? So the new cases is not to 1,000. Let's make it known and see what we have. So no new case in Nigeria according to this data. Do you get that? So no new case in Nigeria. So this is how you what, you create a simple report. A simple report, like we said, just a simple report, not something too complex for people to use. Do you get? And make it nice, arrange it, and most importantly, your data cleaning. Okay, like I said, your data cleaning is very, very, very important. And then your color. Like I was saying, the color doesn't. So the color depends on you. When it comes to your formatting, it depends on you. Do you get that? So no general color. Good. So now we are done with answering the tags. Okay, and this is what we have. This is what we have. Now we are done answering the questions. Now let me unmute everybody here so that you can ask questions. So if you have any question, you can what? But please don't make noise. I know we are adults, okay? Please don't make noise.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Alright, sir.
Yeah, please, I have a question.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay.
In fact, class is really enticing and I really gain a lot.
Alright.
But I have a question. You know that the place that we created for countries.
Yes.
Like you know that we will be scrolling down.
Yes.
Moving down. Like, is there any way that we can easily capture everything together instead of us scrolling down, moving down?
No, good. That's good. But if you look at that data set.
First question.
Okay, let me answer it. Okay. Yeah, the countries there are many. If you put it in an horizontal form, it almost take up the space of your dashboard. Do you get that? And you don't do that because you have other visuals to put on that particular dashboard. You know, a dashboard is just like a small. It doesn't have to contain a lot of visuals, but it should contain a lot of information. Do you get that?
But I'm thinking if we create something like a matrix,
good.
Can it be able to?
Now,
can it be able to
good. If you create a matrix,
okay,
it's still going to be the same thing because you have just two columns.
okay.
You know, country and total cases, so it will still look like the same thing. Do you get that? So
Okay, what's my second question?
okay.
So when you are doing the data transformation, when we are doing it cleaning,
Right.
So I want to ask that if we have some duplicate data, like there's repetition of data, you know that when we have
Did you join it? Did you join it?
We have that.
Did you join the class late?
Yeah, no, I joined the class from the initial start.
Okay. I thought I showed you. If you come over here, right? You want to go back to the Power Query editor. Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
So you come to this transform data, okay? Transform data. Now, for any column from where you want to remove duplicates, alright? So just come to that column. Let me show it to you. Assuming duplicates are here, duplicates you want to remove are here. You click on the column here, okay? Come over to remove rows, remove duplicates over here. Did you see that? Good. Alright. Any other?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's my right. Any other question? Yes.
Yeah, hello.
Okay. I can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so that time you were trying to like replace those values or something.
Yes.
So I was like, from what I know before, I know you could actually put them all together and then replace all the values together.
Yeah.
For that one, you could have just selected the whole.
Okay, you are saying that you can select the data, right?
And then just replace the values together instead of selecting one by one.
Now, the thing is, in some columns there, right?
Yeah, you can select the columns together, all the columns.
Yeah, in some columns, we have no values. In some columns, we have NA, meaning what? Not available
Yeah, can
information. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Okay.
I said,
Yeah, sure.
did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sure.
Okay, I said in some columns, right?
Yeah, sorry.
We add NA and null. Do you get? So that was why I did it for null separately and then for NA separately. Do you get it?
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
Please, how are you going to publish the work for
Yeah.
access?
You can publish it. There's something we call Power BI service, so you can publish it there. Yeah. But for this class, we won't be doing that because you have to create an account, and the account you create, you will not use email. All these are normal Gmails, Yahoo Mail. You don't accept them. You use company mails. Okay. Any other questions? Yes. Mr. Duncan. Yeah.
Please, I would like to know if you can share the file that you used.
Yes, I'll do that.
After the class.
I'll share the file and the video,
Okay.
so you can practice
Thank you
along.
very much.
You're welcome. Mr. Olayinka, any question? Mr. Usman.
No question from my end. I think I'm fine.
Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Sonic.
Yeah, I just want to think like the class was more explanative, and I think I just have to think once. That's what I don't have questions. I just have to think.
All right.
I have a question.
Okay. Ask a question, sir.
I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
I have read about Pablo online. So I wanted to ask, but I don't know much about both Pablo and Power BI.
Okay.
I wanted to ask your opinion. Which one is more user friendly and more easy to use?
No,
Power BI and Pablo.
it depends. They are both easy to use. Do you get? So it depends on your personal preference. They are both used for visualizations. Okay, so it depends on your personal preference.
And also, does the Power BI does not have a dark mode?
Dark mode. You guys like dark mode for everything.
Yes, I like dark mode. Because I use dark mode on my system, on all the application and systems.
I don't think.
Everything is white and it's.
I've not seen dark mode for Power BI. I've not seen. There might be, but I've not seen. I also like dark mode too.
Yeah. Steven.
Yes.
Yes. I would like to know if you can do more advanced analysis with Power BI, like maybe estimations and running averages.
Yes. Yes. See, what you did today is just something simple. You get Power BI as you can do a lot of things. You can do predictive analysis, diagnostic analysis, a lot of analysis. Do you get? But you can't just cover everything in one class. Do you get? So that's why I brought something everyone can relate with. Do you get that?
Yes, I get you.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, sorry, one last question. Are you planning on maybe like organize maybe future classes? Maybe
Yeah,
these issues?
actually, yes. But after this particular class, after this free class, this is just a class to teach everyone that is was interested in learning data analysis. But there's no way we'll cover everything in this 2 days class. Like I got some DMs from people from the group. They messaged me that with this 2 days class make them job ready. No. I was being sincere. I was being sincere. No, it's not possible. So, but if you're actually interested in learning data analysis, like in depth, okay, we have an upcoming class, but that one is not free though. That is not free. So it's a master class. If you're interested in learning data analysis, I want to take it as a career, okay, so you can join us. So you can just send me, you can send me a DM after the class, so you can join us. But that one is not free. You pay for that one. That one is not free, yes.
Okay, so for those ones that want to know the difference between Power BI and Tableau, so I sent a link to the message group for the chat. You
Okay.
can just click on the link and then try to read up for the difference.
Alright, thank you. Mr. Kingsford, good evening.
Good evening, sir. I just finished with my paper.
Okay, how was your exam?
It was good.
Alright, I wish you the best. So, any other question?
I just came in, so I'm zero on what is going on. So
don't worry.
I'll go back and watch the video.
Yes, I'll give you guys the video.
Okay, sir.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Isman, are you saying something? Yeah? Any other question? Mr. Marcos, Mrs. Deborah, Mr. Duncan. Okay, I'm seeing Mr. James Oluwafemi. Good evening, I greet you. Okay, let me see. I will give you guys the data. I'll send it to the group. Okay, ask your question.
Yeah, I just want to ask: is it possible for someone to maybe transform the dashboard maybe to or something?
Yes.
that
You can do that. Let me show that to you. Let me show it to you.
Okay.
So you come here. You are here, right? You come to file here. Okay. You see export. Export to PDF. Do you get that? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you can do it. Just click on it, it become a PDF file. Then you can save it. Do you get that?
What of that exports to?
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
If you want to export to like doc, I mean Microsoft Word, can it be possible?
No.
Because what I discovered is that with PDF, you cannot be able to copy the results.
Yeah. This is what you do. Even in PDF, right? You cannot.
Okay.
It cannot be interactive. So what I do is this: after having this in PDF form, right? You can use your sniping tool, snip it and put it in your document, your Word document.
Okay, so Mr. Aston, I wanted to ask one last one.
Okay.
As this data is now, if let's assume you want to make a presentation to someone and show the person, I want it to be interactive, like when you click on Nigeria.
Now,
show
good.
the figures.
Good.
How do we do that?
We won't do that. We'll do that using the Power BI service.
Oh, okay.
Do you get it?
Okay, so we kind of export it to Power BI service.
Yeah. You publish it. You publish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please, the sniping tool you mentioned, please, maybe we can tell them because I did it.
I mean, all this response is sniping too. Just slash sniping on your system.
Yes. It's there.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Number of chats. This thing asking that is it possible to
Sorry. Wait, Mr. Paul. Please wait. Please mute yourself. You are not talking. Mute yourself, please.
Yeah, hello, sorry, can you hear me?
Mr. Paul, continue.
Hello.
Someone ask a question from the chat.
Okay.
Ask
Hello.
particularly if you can check the chat, you're going to see the question. The question is she's asking maybe if the class can be Lagos physical or something like that.
No. The class is not in Lagos. I'm in Ibadan. I can't come to Lagos for a physical class. If you want to join the coming master class, it's an online class, okay? And I think it's okay. It's an online class. You can join us online like this. We explain. After that, get the videos. Do you get that?
Steve, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
But please, how much is the fee for the training?
Wait, please. Mr. Tayo. One by one, please. One by one.
Hello, Mr. Steve.
Yes, sir. Mr. Usman. You can...
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
The master class, how much is the training fee?
Okay, I will. It depends on the package you are applying for. Okay, I will send it to the group. Do you get?
And the duration?
I'll send everything. And then for you guys, yeah. For you guys, in the...
hello.
Yes, Mr. Usman.
Hello?
Mr. Usman, I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you, Mr. Usman.
Also, again, I want to know. Please, the class should not be weekdays. At least it should be weekends and Saturday.
Yes, it's weekend. It's weekend. It's weekend. Do you get us?
Okay, so I would like to ask this quick question.
No, sorry. Mr. Yusuf first. Mr. Yusuf.
Oh, okay. Sorry for your part, for your master class.
Okay.
Is it going to be included with the SQL, like SQL?
No. For now, for this particular cohort, we have Excel, Power BI, and Python. Then after now, we are going for after this particular cohort, we are going for SQL.
Okay.
Yes. Mr. Ismail.
Okay, I'm asking that for those that are in Ibadan, can we reach physically or is everything is online, irrespective of the location?
Online, I think online is better. It will save you cost of transport, everything like that. Then for online, you can get videos of the class, so you can always go back to the lessons. Do you get us? Do you get?
I want to ask you, would that be after the end of the master class, there will be presentation of certificate?
Sure. And then there's further mentorship on how to build up your portfolio. You get that, and practice more real world questions. You know, the beauty of this thing is to know how to use them to solve real life questions. Do you get that? So that's the beauty of it. You will get all of that. So, Mr. Isman, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Any other question? Who's asking for the group link?
Okay, how soon is the master class coming up?
No, it's coming up either the end of May, this month.
End of May.
Yeah, end of May, June. Then we'll start May, June. Do you get that?
Alright.
Yeah. Who's asking for the group link? I think everybody from here should be from the group. Mr. Abdurazak.
Yes, good evening.
Yes. You said you are.
The one asking for
Are you not on the group?
Actually, I'm not on the group.
How did you get here? Yeah?
The link I saw the link somewhere, so that's how I joined.
Oh. Okay, let me type in my number here so you can message me and get it. I can join, add to the group 06782. Okay, so I'll send my number now so you can message me on WhatsApp. Do you get it?
Alright, thank you.
Alright, you're welcome. Any other question?
No question.
Alright. I think we have ladies here. Oluwapelumi Adereti. Is that a lady? Let's hear your voice. Mr. Lumi, let's.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I joined at the beginning, but I was locked out, so I just came.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm
You get the
surprised.
recording. You get the recording. Let me stop recording now.
All right.
Let me stop
All
recording.
right. Thank you.
Yeah.